Hey guys, I have to talk kind of soft because I just put my kid to sleep and I don't want to wake her up. But I want to give you guys an example of like, I had a long day at work and now I'm home and I realized that my prepped food in my fridge is running a little bit low. I'm pretty tired. But I want to make sure that, I have food I can eat for dinner and then my family and I have food for the next couple days, kind of like mix and match, make little salads and stir fries or whatever kind of little meals that we want to make. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some of my prepped cauliflower that I already have. That's why it's so cool to have this stuff prepped, because now after a long day when I'm like exhausted, but I just wanna make sure there's food in the fridge for us, I can just take this, I'm gonna throw it into a pan, a little bit of Bragg's amino acids, some of my homemade chicken broth. Not all of this, I'll probably use just like, quarter cup of it to kind of help the cauliflower steam, and a little bit of Bragg's umi plum vinegar, a little bit of salt and pepper. Because we use this for different meals, I kind of wait until I'm using it for the meal to then really season it. The other thing I'm gonna do is I have some of my brown rice. So I'm gonna throw this in a pot with, again, some of this chicken broth and water. So I'm gonna have that all cooked up and ready to go. And then these are just 4 chicken breasts that I got. And because baking chicken is so easy, but it really dries it out if you don't do it correctly. So what I've always done is I've always kind of brined it first. So I'll throw it into some lukewarm water with melted salt in there, and I'll, chuck these in there for like 10 minutes. Then I rinse them. Now I'm gonna dry them off, and then I'm gonna just lay them right into my casserole dish here. I'm just gonna lay, 4 next to each other, put a little melted butter on it, little seasoning, and then I'm just gonna put them in the oven at 350 for like 20 minutes. You wanna cook it until it's like 165 inside. So I'll take my little meat thermometer here and make sure it's to temperature. That's what I'm gonna do right now, and then I'm gonna eat it for dinner. And then you guys will have an idea of like a food prep session that'll take me probably 45 minutes. I'll get the rice on, get the cauliflower. Actually, I'll get the rice on, then I'll get the chicken in the oven, and then I'll cook the cauliflower because that takes the least amount of time. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I'm gonna turn this off before I wake up my kid. So it's been about 5 to 10 minutes, I'd say. And I got my cauliflower going in this pot that's covered, and I got my rice going in the back, which I've showed you guys how to cook before. And now I got some melted butter right here, and I'm gonna use my little brush, and I'm gonna brush it on top of the chicken. One thing is, the chicken breasts that I got were really big, so they didn't fit into that casserole just that I showed you. So I gotta put them on a sheet pan because you don't want them touching, because then they don't cook properly. So had to refigure that one. No big deal. We have the tools to make these fun decisions. All right, to be continued. Next, I'm gonna brush this butter onto the chicken, season it a little bit with my organic garlic salt and some just all-purpose seasoning. Because you brine it in salt, I don't really like to add too much salt until I actually try it. So in addition to not really adding seasoning like salt and pepper, because I know my kid's gonna be eating it, even for myself, in case it absorbs some of that salt flavor, you want to be a little careful about how much you pre-salt and pepper it. So, but a little bit of garlic salt, I'm okay with. One thing that makes this also really easy is if you start with an empty dishwasher. So then once all these things are cooking, just take all the things that you use to prep this stuff and throw it in the dishwasher. So then after the stuff comes out, you can put it in storage containers. You literally have like 6 things left to chuck into the dishwasher. So that's what I'm gonna do now while the stuff is kind of cooking and doing its thing. I just finished this little mini prep session. So let me show you what I got. I got my brown rice, which is beautiful. It's still steaming, so I'm gonna wait a minute until it cools down, then I'm gonna cover it up, pop it in the fridge. I have my cauliflower that is cooked perfectly. I love this stuff. I love cauliflower. It's just so versatile, that I'm just gonna pop this on, put it in the fridge. And then here is our chicken. That's, it's super yummy. It's a little, the garlic salt, I might have overdid it a teeny bit. I'm so glad I didn't add extra salt yet. That brining is such a cool little secret. So then this will just go in the fridge. I can slice it up for salads and soups and stir fries and all sorts of cool stuff. So I'm really excited. Now I have all of this beautiful prepped food in my fridge. And usually I cook a little more than this, but as I said, you know, it's been a long day and I kind of want to just get some things prepped in the fridge, but it doesn't have to be some big, like, crazy thing, you know? You can make it easy, you can make it work for your schedule. I've been doing this so long that I just kind of figured out, like, if I'm super tired, what things are really easy for me to cook and I can just get them done. But yeah, so now I'm like excited that this stuff is going to be in the fridge for us to use for our meals. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, okay, bye-bye.